is going to be the American Pie episode. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to News from Bed. I think I played this song for you, right? This is Jammin' in My Scene, Jammin' in Jamaica. Spontaneous Combustion by Urban Desire. I remember my sisters were very into Urban Desire. They were very attracted to that band, even though they were cartoons. They were cartoons. But we've all been there. We've all been attracted.
What cartoons are you attracted to?
Joe Swanson's wife, Bonnie
Swanson.
Bonnie Swan. And
I
then,
don't. They always act like Lois is attractive, and I don't buy it.
James, don't start.
Don't
with
start with you.
that.
All right, it's too early. It's too.
How
early.
do you not find Lois attractive?
She's just kind of like a lady. She's just a lady.
Yeah, but what do you? But she's like, she's got like a.
She's got it going on in all the right places.
She's got it going on, and then once in a while they like reveal something to you in Family Guy. You know that when they try to get you all horned up in Family Guy.
Every show tries to get you horned up.
Dude, speaking of horned up, I brought this up to you earlier. Phil Mickelson. This is the photo they took of Phil Mickelson.
Ooh, the dark shadow on the green. Is that the name of the article?
Is it? No, I don't think so. There's not even a title of the article because, like, I guess what he did doesn't deserve any sort of...
Filling in divots.
Yeah, filling holes. Never.
I just said that.
Never forget.
Never forget.
He had his Aziz Ansari moment, which, if you remember, Aziz like ate a woman out wrong or something. What did he do?
He ate a woman. Period.
He ate a woman.
Yeah, they found out that he made a woman like a roast pig at a luau.
Yeah,
and he was in the sequel to Jamming in Jamaica.
But this is
Aziz was just like, his article was like, oh, he like made me drink white wine even though I wanted red. Yeah, and he was like kind of arrogant, and then he like ate me out on the couch, and I didn't really want him to do that. But like the way the story goes is kind of like, all right, well you kind of just let all these things happen to you, and then because it was like a Me Too article moment, you kind of just like talk to like, it was Babe.net. You remember Babe.net?
Yeah, they made their profit off of like women getting raped, right?
Well, I don't know. Aren't we all? But they were like a women's website that had like no notoriety. The only they like rose and crashed out and burned, and the only thing they ever did was post the Aziz Ansari article.
Yeah, and I'm trying to like we'll get into the details of this Phil Mickelson debauchery in a second, but
he's a philanderer.
Yeah, so you know, one of the biggest things like in this first part, I guess like do you know the golfer Pat Perez?
No.
That's who Fat Perez is based off of.
Oh.
Because he's like a fat golfer, Pat Perez, and Fat Perez is also a fat golfer.
Oh, so Fat Perez, his last name isn't really Perez.
No, I'd imagine it's like Mickelson or something. No, I don't know. But yeah, so I guess Pat Perez was like buddies with Phil, and they like both lived in like the same town or whatever. And then like let's see. Okay, so this is like the wife's encounter with it. Like I was so young and innocent, just to hamming up the story. He's sending her good morning texts.
This guy's wife.
Yeah, so he's texting. Phil Mickelson is texting the wife. This is funny. This is the photo of the wife. She don't look like this no more.
Really? She looks like a combination of Beyonce and Kim Kardashian.
She does. And I don't know who took this photo, whether it was like a magician or not.
A liar.
But yeah.
She doesn't look like that? Oh, she doesn't look like a smooth skin, like fake Photoshop of a woman?
Yeah. Like they showed a photo of her with, because if you look at Pat Perez looks like I don't know, he's like some sort of like dungeon dwelling golfer who's like really not that good. But so okay, so here's where it gets like interesting. I guess they were like out to dinner one night. let's see. Where should we start here?
Pat and Ashley stayed up drinking red wine with Phil on the patio of his villa, enjoying the view of the Statue of Liberty. Where are they?
I guess in like the Hamptons or something. And the twinkling lights of Manhattan. When Pat excused himself to the restroom, Ashley says Mickelson took out. So he leaves to go to the bathroom. Mickelson took out his phone and showed her a full body picture of himself naked with an erection while flexing one bicep. Phil says to me, I'm going to leave my bedroom door open tonight. When Pat falls asleep, I want you to come and see me.
Yeah, you can't be doing that.
You cannot do that. I mean,
when I go to the bathroom, you show my fiance like videos of like dogs exploding. It'd be like, oh, did you see this? And you'll take out your phone and it's a full body picture of you in a cat suit.
And I say, I'm going to leave my bedroom door closed tonight.
Please stay home.
Kill yourself. If you're not telling your friends' wives to kill themselves, you're not doing
You're
your
a bad
part.
friend.
You're a bad friend.
Hey, are you Bobby Lee? Because you're a bad friend.
So, yeah.
Wow.
So I guess like Pat Perez he didn't really like say anything. And like eventually Mickelson like apologized or whatever.
But that's like wild.
Yeah, that's really bad.
It's wild to me when golfers like... It's like if like a disc golfer did something like this too. Like it's not the kind of sport you expect someone to have like a crazy big like come fuck me in my room ego.
Yeah,
for.
this is like NFL player behavior.
Yeah. Yeah, like NBA players will be like inappropriate in DMs.
They're always like philanderous, but they're also like these super like athletic, huge specimens of human beings. Like Phil Mickelson was like, for most of his career, just a fat, weird-looking lefty. And it's like, dude, how do you like to have that photo like ready to go and be like, this is gonna like, okay. So they have a 26-minute phone call. Mickelson alternated between contrition and saying he didn't remember the details of that night. That's a tough detail to miss. When Pat laid out the story that Mickelson had shown a naked photo of himself to Ashley, Phil responded, "You mean topless?"
Yeah.
Like, what do you...
She wanted to see your tits, man.
He became increasingly irritated. That's a real problem. If you don't remember these things, that's a fucking problem. And I apologize to the audience for swearing there. That means you've got a lot of bleep going on without admitting what he had done. Mickelson apologized directly to both Pat and Ashley and said, I can't tell you how disgusted and embarrassed I am in my incel. Like, that's the thing with, like, a lot of these guys is, like, they just, like, apologize and they're like, okay, that's, like, in the past now. It's like, no, the second you took your phone out, like, this is going to have, like, some serious ramifications.
Well, I mean, he is kind of in the twilight of his career, though. He's a little bit past his peak.
But, like, his career is one thing. Like, he kind of rejuvenated it when he won the PGA Championship, like, a few years ago. And then, like, he went to live. He lost all this weight. He went on YouTube and became, like, a pretty big YouTube golfer. He's with, like, Grant Horvat.
Sure, yeah.
And, like, I don't know, dude. It's just, like, it's just evil.
Yeah. Did it really... Did it change the way you look at him?
Yeah, it did a lot. Because, like, he always was, like, there was always stories about him, like, gambling and kind of being, like, a dickhead, super cocky and stuff like that. But, like, I don't mind that out of my athletes, you know? But I just don't, like... So, but then his wife, Pat Perez's wife, divorced him.
Because he got too fat?
Because he got too fat. And so did she. There was too much fat. She was more focused on launching a charitable foundation.
Why speak out about Mickelson now?
Yeah.
So she's like leading it? She's kind of like the woman who first said something about it?
I think so.
Is this the main accusation in this article? Is this weird interaction? Is that Pat Perez?
That's Pat Perez.
Oh,
so
Pat
he kind of
Perez.
looks like Fat Perez, you know?
Yeah. It looks like his hair is attached to his hat.
He does look like that. Yeah.
I've never heard of Pat Perez. Gotta be honest.
He moved to live, I think. He kind of was not like a great golfer. I want to see if there's like another story in here.
Mickelson had been told to leave the grounds at Farms Golf Club in Rancho Santa Fe because of alleged non-consensual and inappropriate physical contact with a female employee. So Phil's just getting drunk at the country club bar and groping.
And just groping cart girls, essentially.
Yeah.
A representative for Mickelson confirmed that he had resigned from the club after decades of being a member there. Mickelson's attorney, Tom Clare, muddled the waters by telling Golf Digest, any misunderstanding has been cleared up, and there's a great deal of misinformation circling. There's something else here, I'm sure. Mickelson did not address. Some of these allegations are circling, are false, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now it's like talking about like his recovery. Maybe that was like
felt like verbal rape. What does that mean?
Yeah, what is verbal rape?
Again, now we're getting into the Aziz area of like, okay, well, now it was horrible. I was sweating profusely. It felt like verbal rape. Okay, well, that's just like not a thing.
Well, here's the thing is with all of these articles, it's the same thing as like when you look up a recipe on the internet.
And there's too much sauce.
Yeah, it's like if you just had the recipe, that's enough juice in there.
Like what he did to Pat Perez's wife, bad, and seems to have been confirmed by two different, like Pat and the wife.
Yeah.
And that's enough to make it like, okay, this guy, like, to be the kind of person that would ever do that is insane.
Right.
You're like staying at a guy's house and you're like, I'm going to leave my door open, sneak out of the bed that you're sleeping with your husband and come fuck me. Somehow that's going to happen.
Right.
And like, yeah, they always go a little far. I know that's maybe not even the point worth making, but it is just like funny that these articles always have to, it's like it felt like verbal rape. Well, verbal rape isn't a thing. There's no such thing as verbal rape. So, like, there's enough badness in here without you having to editorialize the story. During the period Mickelson at dinner.
Okay, so this was like after he had won his first PGA championship, I think. Mickelson had dinner during the tournament week with friends. One of the women in attendance says something felt off. He was behaving a little odd out of nowhere. Phil started asking the most inappropriate questions about my personal life and then propositioning me in graphic detail. He went on and on and on about how he had been fantasizing about me and all the things he wanted to do to me. It was incredibly awkward. The rest of us kept trying to change the subject, but he was relentless. The more he drank, the louder he got. I don't know, I assume... Oh, the more wine he drank, I was going to say. There was a family at the table next to us, and I have no idea what they heard. It was horrible. I was sweating profusely. It felt like verbal rape. There you go, dude. You know, he might be good out of the bunker, but he's not so good out of the mouth. Two other members of the dinner party corroborated that Mickelson's behavior was lurid and behavior and lurid language. Okay.
There's a problem where you're like, sports is different than entertainment. Because, like, a lot of the time with, like, actors, comedians, and famous celebrities in the film and television world, they are kind of replaceable in certain ways. Outside of, like, comedy or a director, like, those things, like, there are incredible actors, but I know in LA there's an incredible actor in every store you go into. These people are kind of... An actor is much more fortunate to be in the position that they're in.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, an athlete... They have to have that skill to actually be able to win the tournament. You can't. It's a provable thing. You can't go like if Timothy Chalamet in all of his movies was replaced by a different young actor, we would all be talking about that actor, and Timothy Chalamet would be washing dishes somewhere.
Right.
But there's no provable way to go like. This guy is better than this guy because it's all subjective to what we want.
Yeah.
But sports are objective. There is a higher score. There is a bigger talent. There's
a goal.
There's a goal.
Get the ball in the hole.
And that's like in the realm of even something like political power. It's like provable power where someone has achieved something that's concrete that it's hard to... They get entrenched into these positions of authority and power by having provable skills that give them legitimacy that like, he's a great golfer and he's won these tournaments and he has all this money. So he has something. So he's secure in his position. But that's when the true colors come out of someone. Because Phil never have to fucking get a real job in his life again. He's fine. You know, he's won enough golf tournaments where he's going to be fine.
Right. Yeah, he'll be okay.
But like... you know, when we complain about like an actor or something, well, these people are replaceable. We don't need another movie that's produced by Harvey Weinstein. We don't necessarily need that. Anyone can come in and produce that.
Some people, though, would argue that we do.
I'm talking about you, Bill.
They're super... Bill, have you ever done anything philanderous?
Are you going to ruin this podcast?
No, he hasn't. I just wanted to.
Oh, okay.
I just needed to.
I'm sure if you asked Phil, he would say,
yeah. It goes on to tell some other scandalous things. We don't have to go into the weeds of this, but or into the rough.
Oh, that's a good one, dude. That's a good little joke. No, I just think it is like in these positions where there's just a lot more concrete authority that makes these people feel a lot more settled into where they are. Like if LeBron was doing these kinds of things, which I think like
LeBron, it seems like he has zero scandals. Like people will say like, oh, like look at him sitting next to this woman and like whatever. Like there's that famous meme of him on like where he's like Happy International Women's Day. You hear him like mouthing that and he's sitting between two ladies or like whatever. It's like if that's the worst thing you're doing as like one of the greatest athletes of all time, you are a saint.
Yeah.
He's married to his high school sweetheart.
Like Kobe had the whole rape in Colorado
Kobe did have
thing.
the whole rape.
And that tainted his, Christ-like status of like a, he's an imperfect figure now. I mean, I think those charges were like whatever happened with it like went away. But LeBron has never even really had a huge story like that. But if you look at someone like Tiger, like he had a Justin Bieber-esque run of just crashing car, even till recently.
Yeah.
Just speeding, DUI, philandering, cheating on his wife, babysitter stuff,
Yeah.
And like, I mean, I don't know. There is like a certain level of like, some of these guys are motivated by the power and authority to do whatever they want. And the problem with that is that like someone like Phil, apparently based on this article, has gotten to a place where he feels entitled to be able to like take these swings. But I don't know if the power...
No pun intended.
But,
he doesn't have the chips to do that. And nobody really should have the chips. It requires a lot of chips, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have nearly enough.
If he was cheating on his wife and that came out, it'd be like, that's not good, but okay.
Yeah.
But I don't even read the article. I'm only reading what you're showing me. But it paints a strangeness that makes it like, well, we shouldn't have like kids running up to you for you to sign their hat. You're like a despicable pervert that like can't control himself.
Yeah, and I think this is that's why I think the effects of this are actually gonna be stronger than they are, because like one thing to consider also is like I wonder what he has done in recent years, because I don't know, this all seems like pre-Me Too, which I know is not like an excuse, but I think with the whole Me Too thing, a lot of people were like, oh, I don't want to, like, people who had done stuff in their past are like, I don't want to, any of this to come out. I should like tighten up the screws a little bit. But I'd imagine a guy like Phil Mickelson he's unable to do something like that,
Also, if anyone, I mean, if you've ever like seen Phil on like interviews and stuff, I mean, he seems like the type. This is not like super surprising.
No,
he's
it's
kind
not.
of the worst, a little bit.
Do you know the
that cool?
Do you know the Derek Jeter scandal?
What was the Derek Jeter scandal? I don't.
It's not nearly. I don't even think it's illegal. Because what I consider what Phil did as illegal, the Jeter thing is actually kind of funny. I guess because he used to date like Jessica Alba, Jennifer Aniston, every like it girl dated Derek Jeter.
It's like Joe DiMaggio with Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, he dated Joe DiMaggio. Yeah. But I also heard Joe DiMaggio.
Rainn Wilson when The Office really popped off.
Yeah, I heard Joe DiMaggio had a huge penis.
Really?
Yeah, but that's a different story. But I guess
you ever had a sloppy Joe DiMaggio?
No, is that like some kind of sex position?
No, like a sloppy Joe.
You fuck a woman so hard she gets ALS. That's Luke Eric's, I think.
She gets Tommy Bahama shoulder.
No, what's a sloppy Joe DiMaggio?
It's just a sloppy Joe with bits of hot dogs in it.
Oh God, was that like what he ate before games?
No, like I had this aunt who was like, I made sloppy Joe DiMaggios, and I was like, don't just say that.
Is that like a local to like your family thing?
No, it was made one time, and it was so like stunning as like come over for dinner, and then the dinner was sloppy Joes with hot dogs in them.
Oh,
like they like beanie weenies. It was like mixed in there, and it was like,
ew.
Well, this is like nothing. This is like the most processed meal of all time.
Yeah, that's like the mystery meat at
a sloppy
Camp
Joe, you make ground beef, and then you get a can of manwich, and you just pour this like oozing barbecue sauce texture, like brown goo over it.
I can't even like look
Joe.
at manwich.
What is a sloppy Joe? It's just like a barbecue sauced ground beef sandwich.
Yeah, it's like a burger that you didn't like really squeeze together.
It's a burger like you had to chew up for grandma.
Yeah.
But then you're adding hot dogs to it. So you're taking a can and then meat that could just sit at room temperature for 6 weeks. And you're just putting it on bread. And it's like, don't invite us over for dinner for that. If you invite me over for dinner and you want to have hot dogs and burgers on a grill, that's
anything coming out of a can, unless it is canned corn. Or
corned cans.
Or cranberry sauce. That's it. The Jeter thing is, I guess, like many of his ex-girlfriends have confirmed this. After, like, he would, like, play a game. Like, they would have, like, a game. And, like, at his, like, apartment at night, like, the girl would be, like ready to, like, have sex or whatever. And he would just, like, completely ignore them and, like, sit on the couch completely naked and watch, like, highlight reels of himself from that night and just go, yeah, G. Yeah, G. So, like, yeah, G is, like, the thing that, that's, like, the through line of, like, what everyone would reference. But isn't that fucking awesome?
That's really fun.
That's awesome.
That is so far from me, too.
Yeah, that is, like, me never. You.
Oh,
you?
That's so funny to get that revealed about you. Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, he didn't want to fuck me. I mean, you know that YouTuber David Dobrik? You ever heard of that guy?
Yes. I don't know what he looks like or sounds like.
He looks like, I don't know, he looks like shit. But he like was a vlogger. And I remember like he had this big controversy because like one of his friends was a rapist, and then he like put one of his other friends on a bulldozer and like one of the, what are they called, like an excavator, and spun them around. And
he did that to a rapist?
No,
we should do that to Phil.
Yeah. Your punishment for being inappropriate. No, he like spun his friend on an excavator, and then it stopped, but the guy kept swinging, and he smacked his head into the excavator and like almost lost vision in an eye and had to get like 7 surgeries.
Oh my God.
So he had all this controversy, but I remember when that was happening, one of the things that came out was similar to the Derek Jeter thing, where like he would have like Madison Beer, you know Madison Beer?
Yeah.
And then like also like Riley Reid, the porn star. Mm-hmm. And they would all these like beautiful women, but he like never had sex ever. And he would like have a girlfriend, and like it came out that like they never had sex.
Really?
Like maybe they had sex like a couple times.
So David don't work is what you're telling me.
Yeah, David don't dick. But I always find that kind of funny because it is... It's like the reverse thing. It's the reverse, but it's as like radioactive as that, because it's like, what are you? Like, I don't even know what you are. Like, you don't have to fuck the porn star that comes to your house. You know, he's surrounded by like stupid influencers that are like tanning by his pool.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, you don't have to be Dan Bilzerian and like throw porn stars off. Did you know Dan Bilzerian threw a porn star off a roof? She shattered her leg.
Oh my God.
He threw her off a roof and she hit the side of the pool.
I always hated Dan Bilzerian.
Sure.
But I always assumed he was the same way, where he wouldn't fuck him, because I always thought the girls would like not be attracted to him at all.
Why? Because he looks like a G.I. Joe doll?
Yeah, because he is a girl.
Yeah.
Like flaunting like on a boat and like taking videos of yourself, like that is like girl behavior. That's got to be so unattractive.
Oh, yeah.
But
these guys all want to be Leonardo DiCaprio in Wolf of Wall Street.
But like, yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio.
And they end up Leonardo DiCaprio in What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Yeah.
Little retard with a big fat mom.
Leonardo DiCaprio has like the mystique about him where like he's always with these like young girls or whatever, but like every interview he seems like really nice and like quiet and so, and every like photo of him is not taken by him. It's from someone like miles away with like a sniper rifle camera.
You know, his thing was he would have girls come over to have sex with him. They'd sign an NDA, and he would wear headphones while he had sex with them.
I heard about and listen to like MGMT or something. Yeah.
And I don't. Maybe I'm making this part up, but I believe it was like from behind. Like they wouldn't even really see him.
Oh,
it would just be like he just approaches the throne and enters.
I thought you were gonna say like they come over and he puts on like Killers of a Flower Moon and sits on the couch and
goes, yeah, Cap. Yeah, Cap.
That would be really funny. No, that's interesting about David Dobrik.
Yeah, that's interesting to me too, because
I think he doesn't. He's one of those people who's so content focused and like being like a successful YouTube whatever guy. Like I think that part of his brain where you have to actually have like a really intimate, like non-performative moment. I mean, you have to perform, but it's a totally different thing. You know, is like kind of shut off. You know, maybe he cut that. Like conduit.
Or maybe he sold his horniness to the devil to be able to get.
Oh, wouldn't that be great to do?
The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a vlogger's horniness to steal.
Would you sell your horniness to the devil for the success of this show? I feel like I have.
You have. I don't think I can.
By having this as my bedroom.
I think I have an implicit underlying horniness that makes me intriguing.
To say that about yourself is so crazy. Like, if I were to say that about you, it would be fine. But for you to say that about yourself is wild. Do you realize that?
Why is that so wild? Michael Good has an explicit horniness that makes him intriguing.
Yeah, but he would never admit that.
No, of course he admits it. This is his whole show.
He admits that he's horny. Gorilla. He would never state that my horniness makes me intriguing. That's your Jeets moment.
Yeah, it does.
It's you watching yourself talk about how horny you are and going,
I think there's an underlying perviness. Yeah, Don. I'm watching my own 2 stand-up clips on YouTube. Yeah, Don. Yeah, that bit was great 10 years ago. No, I think
yeah. No, that is wild.
There's like a secret like horniness, like a pervert underneath the surface that I think everyone kind of fears about me. Like one day I might get you.
Yeah, but to say that, you have to understand what I'm saying.
I don't understand what you're saying.
To say that about yourself, to be like, people fear this in me. This
people
thing
fear my horniness.
I've never heard anyone say one time, even privately, hey, like, James is kind of freaking me out with how horny.
No, it's subtle, you know. It's like I'm an imposing person.
Oh, so
I'm
it's
backing women into corners. I'm imposing. I'm large, and when like you're alone with me, you know you're safe. But then there's.
Am I gonna have to stop the podcast?
No, okay, because I have to do this because you seem so upset by it. I'm 100% fucking around.
I know you're fucking around.
I think people see me as like a sexless like monster.
I don't think so.
I think I appear as Shrek to most people. I don't think I have an implicit, subtle horniness that people are afraid of.
It's funny to imagine you like kind of like dosing people with little bits of poison to be like, I'm gonna like instill this little bit of underlying fear from like an unknown source to them.
That's what I'm after.
But to me, I know it's because I'm secretly horny.
Yeah,
that's a very like maniacal.
And that's the truth about it, though.
Yeah.
I like that. Like I'm leaving little breadcrumbs.
Yeah,
like I think if anyone, first of all, if anyone ever put a second thought into me as a person, I think that they would. There's a subtle like, you know, like when you're eating something and you're like it's like when you make a soup and
there's like stew.
Yeah, you got to put a bay leaf in it, and you're like, why? But then if you don't have the bay leaf, you're like, okay, it's good. But when they put the bay leaf, you do kind of notice a subtle difference. And the bay leaf of my life is the implicit menacing horniness that I have. that everyone should be afraid of. And I think I don't see what's wrong with saying that. I think people should be terrified of my sexual desires.
But I'm just wondering, like, why they should be terrified. Like, what is
You're not?
It wouldn't scare me. I want to say I don't notice your horniness. Actually, one time I did notice your horniness.
Don't.
I don't even remember.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember when it was, but I remember, like, it was when I early on.
Oh, was it when
you.
that lady walked by and I howled at the moon and my jaw hit the floor and my tongue rolled out of my mouth?
Yeah, that I
and
thought
steam came out of my ears.
I thought that was a bit. No, I remember there was some
Paddy.
Okay.
No, say it now.
I know there. I remember.
Is it bad? I'm engaged.
No, it's not.
Are you going to ruin my marriage?
It's not bad. Because I don't even think you did anything. But I remember, like, there was a time early on when I met you, because I always assumed you were, like, this sexless, guy. Which,
now that's worse than what I said about myself.
But, like, no, I never, like, I was always like, yeah, James is, like, he's, like, a amorphous.
Sure.
Whatever. And then, like, I remember you said something to me, and I was like, oh, James is, like, a horny guy right now. And it was just in that moment. This is
You don't
so
remember what
funny.
I said? You just remember that
I don't remember what you
remember
said.
noticing that I had a sex drive.
Yes. That's exactly it. Thank you for putting it so eloquently. And thank you for allowing me to use the word eloquently.
Sure. Well, I think that in certain male circles of friends, you have a capacity to talk openly about sex stuff. Like, okay,
yeah, I
just
said a horny thing last night, which you can't repeat. But that's also, like, okay for me because, like,
yeah, you're single.
I'm single.
But I think like I had this friend in college, and like all of our friends, we had already like had a girlfriend and lost our virginities, but he was like the last one to have lost his virginity.
Yeah.
And it was like a little late. It was like not a little late, but for us contextually, it was like end of sophomore year of college, he lost his virginity. And it was like, we were like 20, 21. And
yeah.
the way that he talked about it, like it was like a middle school
It's like, I can't
boy.
wait to put my penis in her boob.
Yeah. No, it was more like, it was like just talking sexually explicitly about like his like first girlfriend, just being like, like when you put it in her pussy. And I'm like, all right, man, have a little bit of class to this.
Yeah.
We know. And you know what's fun is kind of implying, but not just saying what happened.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. Because
No,
sometimes
I
like
get
guys
it.
can be more like older guys. You see it a lot with. They are very comfortable being like, oh, look at that, look at the gams on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look at
at
the
her.
rack of lamb over there.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, that's an older lady's like, look at this tall glass of water. I'd like
Yeah.
to-
And meanwhile, she's like a boiling pot of lava down low.
Yeah.
It's like so upsetting to think about.
she's showing up on an EKG.
That is one, I think, misconception about men is like, at least like when I was in like high school and stuff, like the girls would assume the guys would all like get together and just talk about like the most intimate details of like
no, and that's
everything.
what girls do.
But that's what
That's
girls
why they
do.
think that about us, because that's what they do. They'll be
Yeah.
like, yeah, his penis is small, but it was pretty good. He kissed me correct. Like they just talk
Yeah.
like it's like they're sitting there going, yeah, G. Like they're
Yeah,
sitting there
yeah.
doing play-by-plays of
What
the
guys
highlights.
will talk about, like, is women, this is a little note for women, if you ever queef once in your life,
Everyone knows.
everyone knows. And you know what? It doesn't make you any less attractive to anyone, any guy. No guy cares if you queef, but we just need to know because it's so funny.
So like we met through comedy, but we're like friends now. But like I had this belief, particularly in New York, when I'm like really making a go of like comedy, is like you need to be, I don't know, I don't want to say professional, but you need to not be like explicitly like the way you would speak to friends in certain ways, I wouldn't speak to comedians because I'm not trying to be off-putting, especially because it's a co-ed environment. I'm not trying to be like guys would say stuff in front of women that I'm like, well, like, I don't think she liked that when you said that right now.
Yeah.
I don't think women like when you say that stuff in general. But if we were just hanging out as friends, I wouldn't be judging you in this way because there's no object we're after.
Yes.
You're going to get booked less because you're speaking perversely.
Yeah, knowing your it's funny because a comedian's supposed to like know their audience,
and well, yeah, that's all out the window.
And none of them have any idea because like you can tell in any social setting like what the things they say.
But that's what's funny. Even going back to the Phil Mickelson thing, it's like Phil Mickelson doesn't have to give a fuck about his audience because he's not performing to an audience.
No.
He just has to play golf good.
Yeah.
So he never had to cater in sort of a professional environment to consider those things.
And
which is why these athletes get in trouble for this shit all the time.
Exactly. A big problem with this, like a lot of athletes have similar things to this because to perform at the highest level, you need a level of self-confidence that's basically like psychopathic.
Sure.
You need to have this belief in yourself that is like so unrealistic for if anyone has a belief in themselves like a pro athlete does in any other field, like they would be like arrested for manslaughter because there's no like way you can use that in, you know, your professional setting. But it requires such a level of this confidence that like everyone kind of has to have, unless you have like supreme talent, but everyone's like pretty crazy confident. And I think like unless you have a partner or someone that you've been with for a long time that can kind of like quell all of that external thought and everything, it's going to seep out in one way or another. And
also, you know, like there is a power in being a man and having sexual discipline.
That's right, baby.
I do think like being a guy who like, I don't know, dude. I just like knew comics who would like bang girls after the show because the girl was at the show, and then like they would like make their move, and then sometimes it would work and sometimes it wouldn't. Mm-hmm. But it's like, you know, do whatever you want, have your fun and whatever, and not like I actually I do shame people all the time, but I do think like to have a little restraint. And also, like what you said, being aware of your audience in life, just being aware of other people. You're like, yeah, comedians should be aware of their audience. And in real life and to everyone else, that's just like general empathy.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious how like comedians and like people in entertainment in general lack that. And that is the skill that makes you successful.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Like, and again, like you said, an athlete doesn't necessarily need empathy because they have a thing they can perform and excel at, and it never has to check in on the empathy. But for a performer, you have to have like even if it's not like a warm sensibility that people find relatable, they might find your anger relatable, like Bill Burr or like Patrice, or like, you know, your self-deprecation like Louis, or, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I don't mind like having friends who are like horny. Like I think, but you have to be like funny horny. You know, there's like a funny horny where you kind of make a joke about something. But if you're the kind of guy who's just like always, it's not like a cool thing to nobody wants to hang out with that guy. Because then every time you're at a bar, they're just like trying to pick up like a million girls and like, just like whatever. And
I think, I also think a lot of like the cultural conversation about like sex and stuff and like relations between people and like we kind of came around when the hookup culture was first of all called that and all pushed to apps on the internet. Yeah. And then also like now you have like people who got married 10 years ago that are like, we're opening up our marriage. Oh, we're getting divorced. Oh, like, and it's like all this like weirdness of like, it's just, it's like too structured, too sterile, too professional, too like college.
It's just like you're getting too much of a peek under the curtain with like, I know from a male perspective, I can't speak from a woman perspective. But you know too much about like what, like there was always like this mystery and like knowing, like wondering what a girl's body looked like, you know, like you kind of wanted to meet the girl and like have her kind of dress, you know, very formal, not like formal, but you know, like,
you wanted her to be in a hijab,
and like, just like not revealing stuff because it's like that should be like a surprise for me, but there's no like mystery anymore.
Yeah,
and I think like I don't know, it makes it like it almost makes it more childish in a way because it's like
it's stupid.
Yeah,
to me a little bit. There, it appeals to my stupid brain, and when a woman does this, it's her like stupid brain acting. But it's like if you're posting your tits in a bikini on Instagram, it's like why? Like why?
Yeah.
Why do this? Because you're only appealing to my dumb brain.
Yeah.
And you're also acting out of your dumb brain. Because like, what is this? What is this?
It's
like, is this a memory you want to look back on? Like, it's not something you could just save for yourself. What's the purpose?
Yeah, the purpose is very
it?
explicit.
It's strange,
but it's a lot like it's like when you watch someone play a video game before playing it yourself.
It seems
where
a
it's
little
like
more fun.
It's like now I don't really want to play the video game because I know like what it is, and I've seen
reading a Wikipedia article before you go see the movie.
Yeah, it kind of ruins the thing.
And there is something that like if I like there's a movie that's like a famous movie and I've read the plot on Wikipedia, so I know where it's going. But when watching it unravel, there is fun in that, and there is like, oh, okay, like this is cool, this is interesting, and like a relationship or sex or a hookup can be like that too, but. If you already know what the games look like, what's that's
what's putting me in the seat? Yeah.
Horniness. That's what it is, and that's the thing that people are afraid of in there.
Yeah. Wait, a door? Is what you said?
Allure.
I
don't like you anymore.
James, I prepared a little something for you.
I wish you didn't. What is this?
Because this is a lion in a suit. No, I was trying to find like the appropriate background for this thing, but I thought, like, I don't know. I've been on Twitter a lot recently, and I've found some really fun memes. And I just thought we could like review. I just want to know if like your taste in memes is similar to my taste in memes.
Okay.
Is that
I will find out. I mean, I'm interested to see what you like.
Okay, let's go to the first one here. Oh. How it feels to see your teacher outside of school.
Okay.
I like this one.
I like that one.
Because, like, I don't know. Do you remember when that happened when you were a kid?
I remember I felt just like this.
Just like this, like a goat with their
tongue licking earth and two weird moons.
Two weird moons looking at me. Because I remember I saw, like, one time one of our teachers gave this long speech about how he quit smoking and how hard it was. And, like, we saw him get in his car in the parking lot and just fire up a cigarette. And it was like, wow. And it wasn't even really, it was like technically outside of the school, but it's just like seeing them. Dude, there was a teacher, a high school teacher, who got her labia pierced. And in one of the tattoo shops, it was photographed and put on the wall. Isn't that crazy?
You guys all went there?
We all went there and...
We don't want a tattoo. We just want to see Miss Johansson's labia majora.
Majora piercing. All right, let's go to that.
That's crazy.
What the fuck is going on? Oh, how about this? I'm going to heat up some lasagna. I don't know. Is this a line in Breaking Bad?
I don't know.
Because you know how they do those like quotes or whatever?
Okay.
I'll heat up some lasagna. I don't even remember if this is from the show.
It's like a famous line, you know. Everyone loves that famous line. When I was younger, I remember the only thing I knew about Breaking Bad was the pizza on the roof.
Yeah, that's
and then,
the
like
whole...
when I pretended that I had watched it when I was like in high school, I'd be like, "Yeah, pizza on the roof," and everyone would be like, "What are you talking?" Like that's not a big part of the show. I just knew that was like a meme that I saw, and I would just pretend like I watched it. I'd be like, "Yeah, pizza on the roof."
And there's that like Trump thing where he's like in the Call of Duty chat with this guy. He's like, "Yeah, I know there's a pizza on your roof. You live here." He's like, "I don't know. How do you know that?" You know that thing?
No.
It's like, "You're a little pussy. I know where you live. There's a pizza on your roof." Yeah, it's
real. Donald Trump was saying
it's real.
That.
Donald Trump actually really did that.
I know Gavin Newsom played Fortnite.
Why people that stank won't be still? This one I thought you would love, but you don't.
No, I like it. They don't, though.
Why people that stank won't be still?
They keep moving and like they're aerating.
They
know?
shuck and jive. Yeah, and they waft around.
It's like, why do the people with the worst breath have to get the closest to you to talk?
Oh my God, the close talkers.
A coworker, she always speaks like this far away from me.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like you've eaten 3 jars of
you
olives.
smell like tongue, dude. You just smell like You ever like smell your hand?
Oh yeah, you're supposed to lick your hand and smell it.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, that's not very good.
Yeah, see, I have a bad taste in my mouth right now, which is why I'm like going like this.
Yeah, that's why you keep revealing your punchlines to the right.
Yeah. Especially ones with H's, like Harry Connick Jr.
Very breathy name.
Yeah. Guys literally only want one thing, and it's fucking disgusting. Charizarding. When you light a girl's pubes on fire, put it out with your jizz, flap your arms and say, "You don't have enough badges to train me."
Have you ever done that?
I haven't. James, I've done like 3 positions, if I can be honest.
And they all involve you being on your back.
That's my favorite spot to be. Have you ever like hooked up with someone that you were like unexcited about?
Honestly, no.
Really?
Yeah, I've never been like, oh, like it's jury duty.
I haven't like been like, I usually won't do it, but there's been a couple of times where like I've hooked up with someone and I'm like, I think she wants it more than me. I'm just gonna lay on my back, but I think that like doesn't translate well for the woman. But I've done the on my back where you go like this. I've done the doggy.
Where you assemble a pile of sticks.
You go like this.
Okay.
What was that? I've done didn't you hear something? I thought I heard a little. I've done the doggy.
He's fucking losing his mind. The doggy. Why are you doing this? Why are you listing your six? And what's the other one?
And the missionary.
Well, those are the main 3.
Yeah, but what even is there? Like on your side?
Yeah, there's a side.
69? Yeah, that's 69. I think I've tried that once, but it was like a real mistake. That pussy ignorant AF, huh? Yucking and farting like I don't get this one. I don't get this one, but I thought that maybe you would. Because you're kind of.
What do you mean? Why do I have to explain it to you?
I thought this is like more in your like neck of the woods of the internet, because you always send me stuff that's like this. You know, it's like, what am I looking at? And it's like cut off, and I'm like, am I missing a lot of
Yeah, honestly, you're right.
You do. So look that
in
lion
the
eyes.
That almost like they almost don't make any sense.
Yeah.
That's what I like. I like when it's like weird and specific, and then almost like like I don't even really know what Goofy has to do with this other than the yucking.
There's also like a weird kind of like
fry.
It's like
deep fried.
It's like a map background, but it's like a subway station or something.
Yeah.
I swear I hear someone knocking at my door. I'm just going to keep this thing off in case someone is.
No, your AC is going.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Okay, let's go to the next one here. The car crash was totally your fault. Fuck you for killing me. That's 50
In what situation would you use this, though?
I guess after you died in a car accident.
I like that he's mirrored.
Yeah, it's
completely mirrored.
Yeah, it's because there's like the lights.
It's like that iMac filter.
Yeah, where it's like the symmetry or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like going for a full clavicular here. No, this was a good one. I like this one. A smile might be good. Nothing to smile about when Muslims are invading our country. When Muslim are invading our country.
Yeah, I really like these too. I
Yeah.
like strange Facebook people.
Yeah, because there's like the people who got Facebook after they turned like 40. They still don't understand that it's like the whole world has visibility for this, you know?
Yeah.
So
honestly, there is nothing to smile about when Muslim invade our country.
Yeah, that's not, a laughing
they're
matter.
invading? They're coming over the wall.
Yeah, invading. Like they're like
I love guys like this. They just live in like a fake fantasy. Where like, what are you afraid every day?
Yeah.
You get mad when you see someone that's brown at the grocery store. Like, what is your life like? Why are you so upset?
You seem to be indoors somewhere. They got 2 likes. Like, they always take the photo from like way down below. It's like too tired to lift.
The funniest people to me on Facebook are my family isn't very funny on Facebook. They just kind of like post pictures when like someone like graduates high school or whatever. But it'll always be like, for some reason, like I'll get added by like my aunt's friend. And now she's my friend on Facebook, and she's a psycho that posts like paragraphs every day.
Yeah.
And I remember like during like Black Lives Matter, like one of my mom's friends was like posting like like it was 2020 during COVID, so I'm on like all social media. There's nothing to fucking do. And like she was just posting like really like kind of like awful like racist stuff about how like black people are like inferior. Like as like
during Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, she was like, these animals are rioting and burning down our cities. I remember just commenting like, you're a fucking idiot. And my mom called me about it, and I was like, okay, but do you want to know what she said? And my mom was like, sure. And I read it to her, and she was like, okay, well, why is she posting stuff like that? Like, Facebook is so funny for that stuff. Like,
I like called someone out when they said something about January 6th. They're like, this is the worst thing in American history. And I was like, yeah, you're right. This is way worse than 9/11.
Yeah.
And that was like I think the last thing I posted on Facebook. That was my 9/11. Dry cereal enjoyers be like, ayo, pass the dry.
I gotta be honest, man. I really can't believe you're just showing me memes. Like, what is this? Okay.
Yeah, that guy's a little scary. I'm
gonna get him
off the screen.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Bleeps fucked up in the crib drinking orange you thirsty.
Orange you thirsty. Yeah. You can never buy the store's brand of soda.
Even like Walmart brand?
No, you can't. You're not allowed.
No?
Yeah.
I agree that
you can't be drinking like Uncle Parb instead of like Dr. Pepper.
Well, I agree that like when it comes to like a cola or a it might just be cola, dude. Like if you're getting a root beer, if you're getting an orange soda, it's like the same shit. I haven't had orange soda, so I hate orange.
I like how it says it's called Orange You Thirsty, and then it says the flavor is orange. It's like, well, why would else grape? It's like Orange You Thirsty, grape soda.
There is nothing about it that says grape. You know, I mean, it's an orange, very orange drink.
I don't even buy like sodas based on like what they're flavored like. I buy them for the color. I'd like a nice glass of purple tonight.
Yeah,
you know.
Do you like grape soda?
No,
I don't really like I like root beer.
I don't really like orange soda that much.
I remember when you got me that root beer that was on tap. Oh,
at the bar I worked at in New York.
Back during my sober days.
Yeah. Paddy came up and saw me at a bar I worked at. Right after I said that horny thing that frightened you.
Yeah.
You were frightened. You see what you're saying, though? You still remember because it frightened you.
I chugged my root beer.
You ran out of there.
I had a big mustache.
Yeah, a big root beer mustache. You know, those
that was like
ones.
Drinking like a fine glass of like 1975
I forget what it was from.
cognac.
It was like a craft root beer that came in a big keg. And we had it on tap. I worked at a craft beer bar, and they had like 16 taps. We always had root beer.
That was
I remember Paddy came and he was like, "I'll take another one." He drank like 11 root beers.
I think I had 2, maybe.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't have 11. There's no way. You can't drink 11 root beers. You'll turn into a Smurf.
Do you think the root beer 7-Eleven soda is called the root of the issue? Root beer. Orange you thirsty? Root of the issue.
Are you trying to drink something that's brown, tastes a little different? Free my cousin.
Why is he?
Keep him till he relaxes.
Yeah. I mean, he's a little stressed out.
Imagine.
I mean, he's mad.
Imagine like holding this pose for the profile too. Like,
the funny thing is he turned to the side, still looking. Maybe he just looks like that.
Maybe. That's like his resting face. This is a crazy picture. I don't even think it's real, but whatever he got arrested for, I think he might have done it.
Good for him.
Game name? Shawarma Kiosk. How do you spell it? They just type how to spell it, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. TikTok comments are very funny for that. Like Instagram and TikTok comments, it will always be like, people always go like game name and someone will be like Diddler Squad. And it's just clearly like not the real name, and everyone's like, "What? Wait, I can't find it." Like,
yeah, no, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Told him he not hitting that yart.
That was like you, dude.
That's me.
That's what you look like to me.
That's like a Facebook
That's what you look like
picture.
when I frightened you with the horny thing that you saw. I like how it's this thing that I said that you like internalized as a memory, and you're like, that thing I saw James do.
Yeah, because I was like
out a window and you like think about it, but you can't remember it. Like the trauma won't let you remember making that face.
It wasn't traumatic. It just like completely changed my opinion.
Right. Well, I would call that life changing.
It was life changing. But I'm sure I had a moment like that too for you.
No, you've been horny the whole time I met you.
Oh, okay. What's the horniest thing you've ever seen me do?
Dance.
I
don't know. You always do your horny stuff when I've gone home and I hear about it from our friends later.
Yeah. Well, it was really only that one time.
No, actually, it was at least 2 times.
Wait, what was the other time?
It's that specific bar in St. Pete where for some reason after midnight you just take charge of the room.
Yeah, that song comes on. Just dance, and I get like my rollerblades on, and I just whip it around the town. No, I was a horny guy last weekend, but like not even. It was more like the thrill of the chase, you know, running through my veins. Like someone told me I couldn't hit the yart, and I got like real upset about it.
I had a friend who he was like explaining to us that like he doesn't like hooking up with women, like he just likes the chase, and then we would just take pictures of him and edit the words "the chase."
The chase. Yeah.
And we would just like there's this photo of him that he took like driving in his car, and you can see the highway in his sunglasses, and we just wrote "the chase."
There is something about the chase, though.
Well, it's like what you're talking about, where it's like the revealing clothing or like the Instagram pictures.
Yeah, once it's a reality,
the pursuit of it.
I remember one time in college, we were all fucked up at this bar, and like I just like went up to this girl and just started like rubbing my ass on her, and she like grabbed my hand and like pulled me out of the club to like take me home.
Wait, so that's how
it worked. Like it worked, and I was like, no, like this isn't gonna work. This isn't supposed to work, and I like backed out of it. I was like, I'm not gonna do this. This is ridiculous. Because yeah, I know the fact that it worked, it almost like upset me.
When I was in middle school, there was a rumor that if you got a woman to smell your armpits, they would become attracted to you.
Really?
So all the guys would try to like, because they would be like, "What's pheromones?"
Like, did you get the homework done?
Yeah, it would be shit like that.
Yeah,
it would be like always like with the armpits out, and always like. It was like, this is like odd. And it like spread through my middle school like the plague. Like everyone was just trying to get girls to smell
their armpits. Oh, poor girls.
Yeah, there was a guy being like, do you like the smell of my deodorant? And the girl's like, I'm not smelling your deodorant. Rats.
Yeah. Guess I'll be lonely forever.
One day
I had a dream the other night that I missed I hadn't gone to my English class for like 2 weeks. And I was like, I'm going to fail this class. Do you get those dreams where you like think?
Now I only get like server dreams where like I'm in the dream and I appear in the dream and it's like, hey, you have 17 tables and none of them have any of their drinks yet. And you haven't said hi to them and it's been 45 minutes. So everyone's mad at you.
Can I tell you what you would actually do if that were real life?
Yeah.
You would take your apron off, you'd throw it on the ground, and you'd walk out of the restaurant. You're the best at quitting jobs out of anyone I've ever met.
Thanks, man. I don't know if that's a good skill to have, but I
think it is a good skill to have because you know your worth.
Nobody else does.
$72.
$72.
And no, you know when it's time to like leave a job, and like you also ask for things.
Sure. My coworker at my job now said the saddest thing I probably ever heard a coworker say to me. He said he was working at Walmart and his wife went into labor and he asked to leave and they said no and he stayed. He missed the birth of his first child.
Oh my
to stay at
God.
Walmart. And I am kind of a toxic employee because I always like tell people stuff like I'm Mark Wahlberg, and that was 9/11. Things would have went down differently if I was there. Like
Yeah.
I go, like you need to leave. You need to go.
Yeah,
home.
if you were Mark Walmart in that situation.
Hey, I'm Mark Walmart. Pretty good prices.
No, what would you do? You would obviously leave. You'd be like,
Yeah, what's
"Fuck
more
you
important,
guys."
Walmart or your child?
Would you take anything on your way out, like a stroller?
Yeah,
I would like grab like a couple.
I would take a car seat,
couple bananas in a stroller.
a pacifier.
I would definitely steal. I've stolen from Walmart before, dude. Not proud to say it.
I haven't really stolen anything in my life other than hearts, baby. Other than hearts.
Oh, this is a good one.
Hello. Thumbs up. Peace and love. King Cheadle. I'm going to come on you. I'm going to come on you.
Just seeing him like reading. It's so funny. Like
why is he live, though?
Yeah, I don't know. Why is Don Cheadle live? Like, no matter how famous you get, there can just be a guy.
This should be our Halloween costumes next year. You as a tiger and a lion in a suit, and me as Don Cheadle on live with
like the text, like in like a transparent like sheet. In front of you. That would be good.
Yeah, we'll forget it.
I don't know if I could pull off the. No, we did have an idea for a costume. What was it? Didn't we have an idea? I can't remember what it was. Was it inappropriate?
All of our ideas are inappropriate and shouldn't be done. I was Corn Patrice O'Neill, and I think the audience was worried I might have showed up with some shoe polish that day.
Yeah. Well, Corn Patrice O'Neill would not be that way. Oh, I swore we had like a costume idea.
I don't know. You always say the best Halloween costume is grapes.
Yeah.
And then we made the corn costume and realized how difficult it is to be
grapes. But that's like why it's great, you know?
It's grape.
That's why it's great. I think that might be the last one.
I hope
that is the last one.
Wow.
So those were some memes.
Thanks for sharing your memes with me.
No problem, dude.
Maybe I'll bring some for you next week, and we'll.
That'd be great because I think I was trying to find ones that you would like, but you don't go to the memes. The memes go to you. You know.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see what shows up at your doorstep.
We should do something where we both have to reveal, like, we have to pick 10 photos from our camera roll to show each other.
Okay.
Like I'll pick 10 of mine and you pick 10 of yours, and we just present them to one another.
Okay.
And they can be anything.
All right. I'm not a big like photo taker.
Well, that's
guy.
more interesting. Like, what do you photograph?
You know what?
You open up your phone and it's just women walking away from you from behind. Like, Paddy, you can't be doing this.
You gotta hide these.
I saw that on Twitter recently. I found a guy's page on Twitter that just takes pictures of strangers' asses.
Really?
I was like, this is illegal. You
that
can't
is
do this.
very illegal.
And posted on Twitter. And he goes, fat ass at the grocery store. I'm like, you can't. It had like 62,000 favorites. Like, what? Guys, you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You can't post strangers on the internet, fattest ass
Even
I've seen.
the fattest ass like I've ever seen, the thought of me getting caught photographing them, Donald Trump's what like the joy would be of having that photo.
I know.
You know?
Also, if you want the photo is one thing, that's its own problem. But like the idea of being like, I need to share this.
To share this. Ugh.
There's too much comfortability with posting videos and photos of strangers on the internet now. I really don't like it.
Well, remember like back in the day, you couldn't even film someone without like a form or whatever. Like you still can't do that for like TV. I always thought that was weird at like if you went to a baseball game or whatever, or a concert, they can just like put your face on the screen.
Remember that guy? Remember that Curb Your Enthusiasm lawsuit where there's a guy who was like on trial for murder, and the way he got his alibi because he didn't commit the murder was because he appeared in a background shot of the Curb Your Enthusiasm.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And he was innocent.
Yeah, he was there. He couldn't have murdered the woman because he was.
Wow.
He was just happened to be at a Dodgers game when they were filming Curb Your Enthusiasm.
That's incredible.
I know.
So I guess it does have its perks.
Sometimes.
But like if you're the guy, the CEO guy, you know, trying to Phil Mickelson your way up in your secretary, like that, he should sue Coldplay.
I think it is odd that if you go to a baseball game, they can put you on ESPN.
And they can compare you. They're like, look at this guy. He looks like Harold Hoover or whatever.
Yeah. Herbert Hoover.
Herbert
the
Hoover.
president. Yeah, no, I think like there's a difference between like the closed circuit of just filming people and putting it on the jumbotron at the game, and then putting it on ESPN. And it is interesting. Like I think like I don't know. I don't remember consenting to that. And I don't think that it should be a default on the ticket. Like, if you're like in witness protection, you can never go to a baseball game again.
You
like
can't.
AAA games. You can only go to like games that aren't on TV.
You'd have to be the mascot. You'd have to be like Mr. Bet.
You have to look like that tiger.
Yeah.
Just at the game and behind home plate with a full tiger head on. And
what if we get to a point where people want to be anonymous? So like everyone starts like dressing up like that tiger or like something.
Furry Nation.
Like you have an avatar that you wear outside of your skin in real life. Is that like a Black Mirror or something?
I don't know. I think that there is things that you can wear where I think I don't know if this is invented or they're working on it, but it can like blur your face on meta glasses so that you're not like filmed.
Oh, so it's like some kind of like
because the meta glasses is kind of part of the worst thing.
Yeah, does anyone have those?
Yeah, a lot of people do.
That's how they're getting all those ass shots.
I don't know what the fuck
you're allowed
doing,
to look,
but like, there's so many videos of people that like I hate when I see a prank online that's in poor taste because it's just someone walking into a restaurant and filming people that don't know they're being filmed and then doing something insane, and the joke is like, look at this idiot's reaction to me being insane.
Yeah, it's like that's really not fair to them.
No, because if they knew you were filming, they would not be happy about it, and also you wouldn't be doing the thing that you're doing. So the whole situation is like gender dysphoria.
Yeah, it's like completely a fabricated myth.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking of the other day?
Let's do it in unison from the center.
Myth.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3. Myth.
You want to do it again?
Yeah, are we going toward the center like you
This
did?
time, let's start at the center and go away.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Myth. We should have that as like a thing.
Are we done yet?
No. There's one thing I wanted to share this one idea I had.
Please, Paddy.
Because like I was thinking about comedy and like I was thinking about white people. My two favorite things.
It's the first time for you. First time for everything.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're finally considering the thing you've dedicated your entire life to.
And do you know how like sometimes this is like a white person thing? You tell a joke about because I was like trying to write this joke out about a black guy where like he's like saying some stuff and then at the end he's like, oh shit, I'm late to wearing jeans to a funeral. Like that was kind of like the thing. And like
while I wear jeans to a funeral.
Yeah, but like
it's not a black guy thing.
Yeah. But anyway, I like imagine saying that.
Oh, I'm late to cross the crosswalk really slowly.
Really slow.
At my own leisure.
But you know, there's always like the fallout. You know, like when you're a white person, you say something about black people or Chinese people. The people who get offended are white people, and what they're doing is being offended on behalf.
Yeah, a performative being.
Yeah, they're like, I'm offended on behalf of this race. I decided since you can be offended on behalf of someone's race, it only mathematically makes sense that I can be unoffended on behalf of the thing.
Sure.
Because if I say something like black people are awesome and you're unoffended in that moment, that now allows me to say, well, like on behalf of black people, that is not offensive to whatever someone says.
Okay. Your math is off, but you already did it and then you kept explaining it and made it more confusing.
Really?
I did a joke on an open mic the other day. And the thing that I kind of resent sometimes about the open mics in this scene in Florida is there's crowds there. Like people come to the open mic.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit like, whereas in New York, I could say something a little out there trying to get somewhere.
Yeah.
And feel a little bit enclosed to like a...
Yeah, it's like you're noodling, you know, when you stick your hand under a log.
I'm just trying to... I don't know what under a log. What is that? We'll move on.
In upstate New York, I don't know, it's probably all over. People would catch catfish by using their thumb and pretending it's like a...
Sure, I know what you're talking about now. I didn't know what you were talking about before.
But that's like what comedy is. You're just putting your hand under a log.
Seeing what catches.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I did this joke the other day. It's like kind of like a premise. It wasn't much, but I was just talking about how like how come when white women are attracted to black guys, they start like dressing like black women? Because if he's gonna like a white woman, why would you look like something that he wouldn't like? Like you start like shaving your head and like wearing stupid pants. And then my whole extension of the bit is just like
wearing jeans to a funeral.
Like, but also when they do this, it's almost like their weird like character of what they think a black woman would dress like.
100%.
It's not like how, because like most of the black women I know dress very well. And then when a white woman is like peacocking to attract black guys, they dress like, I don't know.
They wear like a shower cap and like Cookie Monster pajamas.
It's like, well, that's not, if he's attracted to white women and you're dressing like your retarded concept of a black woman is, like that's not going to attract anyone. Now you're for nobody.
That's going to attract me to throw you in prison.
And I could feel, I know I'm like overreading into it, but I could feel that the people who were not comics that were there just for the open mic were confused how to react to it, because I'm not talking about black people, but I am. I'm talking about white people who are like, you don't see white guys do that when they're attracted to black women. They don't start like that happens. The whole thing with that is,
I mean, they do sometimes.
Sometimes they do. But like that like mostly
Chet
happens
Hanks.
after they start dating black women. Like they call it the black woman effect, where like they're like a white guy in like a polo.
The Black Plague, will
start dating a black woman, and then he just starts like, he gets a chain, and then like he's got like a line,
and then
on
his hat starts to flatten. Like a
and it's like,
bit.
oh, he's like becoming blacker. But for white women, for some reason, it's before they've even met the black guy.
Right? Yeah.
When they gain all that weight.
Well, that's what's happening to that woman now. We're seeing it live on ice. Is that Bobby Altanoff or whatever, the woman who interviews people and is just uninterested in them, and for some reason people keep going on her show. She's now like rapping, and she's got like the tight head hair, and like getting that light skin like type of tan glaze that these white women get.
I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know what they're doing or why they're doing that.
Like if you like, you should make yourself attractive to your sensibility of what could make you attractive. But there is something funny to being like, it's like the catfish only eat Doritos, so I'm going to use this bait for Doritos, like to get to catfish. Like when you're dating, there is something funny where you are revealing what you think a black man would be attracted to. And I could tell like the bit isn't like solid, it's an open mic, but the people in the crowd were like, they were like and I'm like, I'm making fun of these people.
What if I just started dressing up like a Japanese schoolboy just to like try to attract a Japanese schoolgirl?
Exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, because it's like you are going to attract if you're a man, especially. I mean, for a woman, I guess it makes more sense because the net you can cast is a lot wider. Like there's like a lot of guys that will be attracted to you, whereas with girls, there's like, you got like 6, if you're like a normal guy. So you kind of just like, one of them shows up and then like that's your wife. So it's like, you can, if there's something that girl is into, or she's like, I'm really into tattoos. It's like, yeah, I guess you could go and get a bunch of tattoos, but I bet she would have liked you if you didn't have tattoos, if she likes you,
Because now you're faking.
By the way, dude, last night at the show, James had a little comedy show last night, and I hate to use the word little because it was actually packed. Everyone had like their sleeves off, I noticed. Like all the comics, and they all had tattoos. I didn't know any of those people had tattoos.
Big reveal.
I even said, I was like, whoa, a lot of tattoos.
Well, your skin is untouched.
Completely virgin over here. We are at the end of the podcast.
You should get a barbed wire around your upper arm.
Yeah?
No.
What if I got the same thing you got? I told you Jonas got just Jeff. Right? What if I did get the same tattoo?
What if you did? Like, what if you did? Like, I don't know. That happened.
But like, would that make you uncomfortable?
That happened to my fiance.
She got the same tattoo.
No, she had tattoos at a job, and then like a couple months later, a girl at her job got the exact tattoos as her, both of them.
And it was a picture of you.
Yeah, my fiance has a picture of me tattooed on her toe. No, it was like she got like a scorpion and then like this other thing. And then like to scroll her job. I don't think they were in the same places, but they were like the same, like it was like the same words and then a scorpion.
It's so funny because like getting a tattoo is like, it's like the essence of individualism. You know, it's like branding yourself in a way that is something that's like meaningful or at least interesting or unique to you. And it's like, so you're kind of defeating the whole purpose of like the people who go and like, there's like a book of like things and they're like, no, I just want like the Michelin Man on my face. Yeah. No, I should get the same tattoo. That'd be so
Please don't. I mean, I don't care.
Well, no, it would be so
because
you'll just like see it on my leg.
Yeah,
like,
we do like a bed podcast,
and I keep going like this. I keep going. And we put.
What if you got it on the other leg?
Well, I think I would get it on this one. So like,
we're mirroring each other. Yes. We both have mustaches.
We look like that 50 Cent photo.
Oh my god.
Oh well, thank you, folks, for joining. We'll see. Maybe next week I'll have a nice new tattoo.